Yo, yeah, let's keep that party going. It's just some of my music there. Next up, we're going to read. What are we reading? Oh, what's happened to it? Just a sec here, please. Yeah, it's the Glossary of Public Finance Terms. It's very exciting stuff, and updated by Jacqueline J. Byers, Director of Research and Outreach, January 2009. So, nice and recent. And okay, so basically, I'm going to read this list of names out. Abatements. Abatements, it's a term referring to the refund of previously paid property taxes due to the overvaluation of property. Abatements. Now, accrual basis. This is the basis of accounting under which revenues are recorded when earned and expenditures are recorded as soon as they result in liabilities for benefits received. Accrued interest. Now that's interest accrued on a bond or other fixed income security since the last interest payment was made. At the time of a sale, the buyer of a bond pays the market price plus accrued interest to the seller. Exceptions are bonds that are in default, termed to be trading flat. Accrued interest is calculated by multiplying the coupon rate by the number of days that have elapsed since the last payment. Adjusted gross income, or AGI. That's the total income from all taxable sources, less certain expenses incurred in earning that income. Adopted budget. That refers to the budget amounts as originally approved by the country's legislative body. Ad valorem tax. Do we have an ad valorem tax here? It's a tax based on the value of taxable property. So ad valorem is a Latin term meaning according to value. Advance refunding bonds. So bonds that are issued to refund an outstanding issue before its natural maturity date. Proceeds from the advance refunding bonds are invested in US Treasury bonds or other authorized securities and are used to pay interest and principal on the bonds that were refunded until they are called or reach maturity. Alternative minimum tax. So that's the tax liability calculated by an alternative set of rules designed to force individuals with high levels of preference income to incur at least some tax liability. Amended budget. That's a budget that includes changes to the adopted budget that have been approved by the county's legislative body. It's also referred to as a revised budget. Amortization, that's great word. Amortization, AMORTIZATION. If you didn't know, of course you would know, wouldn't you? The gradual reduction of bonded debt according to a specific schedule of payment times and amounts. Appropriation. Oh, we like this one. Appropriation. That's what I do all the time, right? Now, appropriation is authority to spend money within a specified dollar limit for an approved program or project during the fiscal year. Arbitrage. Now, this is with respect to the issuance of municipal bonds. Arbitrage usually refers to the difference between the interest paid on the bonds issued and the interest earned by the investing the bond proceeds in other securities. So arbitrage profits are permitted on bond proceeds for various temporary periods after issuance of municipal bonds. Internal Revenue Service, or over here it's called the IRD, regulations govern arbitrage of municipal bond proceeds. Assessable base. Now that's the value of all real and personal property in the county used as a basis for levying taxes. Tax-exempt property is excluded from the assessable base. Tax-exempt property? What's that? Assessed value. The value a jurisdiction assigns to a property for tax purposes. Okay, so we're just going to get through the A's today, I think. Assessment ratio. That's the ratio of a property's assessed value to its market value. Assessment bonds. Bonds secured by a direct fixed lien on assessed properties to finance the acquisition and construction of local improvements. Audit, big, very important term here. An examination of evidence, including records, facilities, inventories, systems, etc., to discover or verify desired information. A written report of findings will normally result, and findings will generally be based on investigation of a sample of agency operations. Average life. The average length of time that an issue of bonds is expected to be outstanding. The total number of bond years divided by the total number of bonds. Okay, so that's the A's, and another exceedingly boring video for you there. Hope you enjoyed it.